What if I told you that the single most important weapon in your arsenal is not your rifle, but instead your ears? In this game, you can't compete against the pros without a complete understanding of the audio cues in this video. Miss the cues, and you're done. Master them, and you'll crush your next raid. Let's jump in. You can't hear all the in-game audio cues, but there are visual aids that are crucial to provide you with critical information about your surroundings. This on-screen sound visualization system acts as a radar for noises made by enemy players or bots, and there may be accompanying callouts that will help identify the threat level. The white sound waves symbolize general movement, including footsteps, walking, and basic actions. On the other hand, red sound waves are loud actions, such as gunshots or explosions. These sound wave icons change size depending on how close the sound is. Larger means nearby, smaller means farther away. Be sure to constantly check your noise meter at the top of the screen. Green is silent, orange or red means everyone nearby can hear you and see your sound prints. Arena Breakout Mobile requires an immense amount of strategy to successfully extract from a match. You can increase your chances of success by carefully listening to your surroundings, as every single action will have its own unique sound cue. A repeating tap or crunch noise indicates footsteps, but these sounds change distinctly depending on the surface. Wooden floors will make a hollow clomp sound, while concrete exhibits a solid thud, and a shh sound will be made when walking through dirt or grass. Surface sounds will help you pinpoint an enemy's exact location and predict movement paths based on the immediate environment. Sprinting and running generates large, prominent visual indicators from its rapid, heavy, and loud footsteps. If you hear these movements, you should be alert and ready for a quick and fast encounter from the enemy. Reloading exhibits a series of metallic clinks, chunks, and the final signature click as the new magazine locks into place. This is an enemy's primary line of defense, and this amount of vulnerability will present a small window of time to push them. Medical supplies have a similar sh sound to grass when packaging is opened. Injections expel a hissing noise when they are ejected into the player, and painkiller tablets have a distinguished crackle when popped. These sound cues are what you need to be listening for during intense gunfights, as players are generally injured and attempting to heal when you hear these. This is your one final chance to engage with the enemy and finish them off. The sound of a crate when a player is looting will creak as it opens, while at the same time make a rummaging rustle sound as the player is actively inspecting the items. During this time, you need to listen for zipper noises coming from a player's backpack, which directly impacts their visibility, and they will be stationary and distracted from not watching their surroundings. Before approaching an extraction site, you have spent so much time methodically planning your every move around the map, and you can't let your guard down during the most pivotal part of the match. There might be players hiding around these extraction points, so you need to listen for bushing sounds, which give off a large rustling or swishing sound when moving through dense foliage. If you are playing an indoor map, you should instead listen for players leaning around a corner or using the ADS feature to lock on an extraction exit. These are subtle sounds that are difficult to hear, especially when an enemy makes a minor change in their foot positioning, which can only be heard through scuffing. There might be an accompanying faint gear whir or a soft snick as the weapon is brought up to the player's shoulder, specifically during the ADS motion. These subtle cues will indicate whether an enemy is holding an angle or preparing to peek at any moment. You should be ready for immediate combat. During these fierce shootouts, players do not correctly identify gunshots, even though they are the easiest sound cue to listen for. These audio effects provide immediate directional information with echoes from loud bangs or cracks that give away an enemy's location, whether that's in an open field or inside a building. Intensity and direction are the two keys that you should be able to identify. Master these tactics and you'll walk out with your loot. Ignore them and you'll lose it all. To make sure this doesn't happen, I have compiled some tips that you should know, which will decrease the chance of your raid going in the wrong direction, and these tips will provide you with a competitive advantage over your next opponent. Directional stereo headphones are essential to help boost subtle sounds, such as silent walking, and you can get these in-game with the GS2 or Commander headsets. If you hear a sound, you should find cover immediately and hold your position, so you can listen intently to pinpoint the exact direction and type of sound. You need to control the noise you produce in the game, and the slow walking or crouching buttons can help stay off an enemy's radar. If you want your opponent to make the first move, you can bait them with a single shot or a fake sprint to make a loud noise, so you can draw out an enemy to ambush them. If you found this guide helpful, make sure to subscribe for more Arena Breakout Mobile tips, breakdowns, and strategies. Thanks for watching. Let us know in the comments if we missed any audio cues.